Okay. So,
Kristen, this is Sandra.
hi, officially.
Hi, sweetie.
So I've got 3 points. Just want to go over the health bet, and then I wanted to go over these 10 top mistakes that new coaches, or just in general, coaches, we do. I'm going to share my screen for that so you guys can see that. And then the last is just going over being your brand, being authentic, and I guess I'll add some examples from today of what not to do, unfortunately. So far with the health bet, I think it's going amazing. We've got, how many people now? I think there's 18 and still counting. Some have just not posted. But I can see when I go on, and I can tell exactly who's done a workout, who's had their Shakeology. I think it's really fun, the daily Shakeology pictures that I'm having you guys do. It's sort of cute, fun. I think it'll be. Is he naked? Yes, he is.
He's too cute.
I just looked at my picture. I'm like,
I love it. In the back, it's so cute.
sorry.
He makes the show.
I'll get some underwear on in a second. What was I saying? Oh, I think it'll help to sort of not make it so monotonous and boring about just here's my shake every single day. After a while, it sort of gets boring, at least for me, because I make mine the exact same way every day. So you're just going to see a different cup, but it'll still look just as gross, like dark brown, green looking in there. So I think it gives just a little bit of our personality, get to know each other just a little bit more in a fun way. So, and then I know I've been talking mostly about country heat, and some of my posts are about that, but I'm going to, or even Annette, remember how I showed you how you can go on the computer and do those challenge group guides, remember? Wink, wink. Maybe we should practice that.
Okay.
So you can go through and, whichever one, maybe and I'll share my screen and remind you how to do it. But if there's, I know, Sandra, you're doing P90X, right?
Yeah, I'm doing an hybrid from Mark Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a lot of P90X 22 hardcore.
Oh, cool.
And P90X plus.
Okay.
So it's a lot of mix, but it's great. I love it. So
yeah.
I'm on week 6, and that's a 12 weeks hybrid.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so Annette, you could go and find P90X, and it has its own things to share. So here, I'm going to share my screen.
I have P90X3.
Yeah.
I've done that.
So when you go log in here, Annette, only you are going to be able to do this challenge guides. Yeah, there's all of these.
Right.
P90X3 challenge group guide. So if you don't want to have to think about what to post, you can just do it. And copy. Look, we're not going to do week 1. So week 3 or week 2. It's your last workout of the week, so you could do this on Friday or Saturday. Copy, paste, save, post the photo. Or you can post whatever photo you want to do, It just gives you an idea, if you want more motivation, if you want to share a video from Tony, motivating, so you can, change it up. There's a lot of more things about Shakeology or any tips, so that's where I like this. It gives me little ideas of how I can create my post in my challenge group. And Sandra, you can get this same information, not necessarily on this app, but you can get it on your here on your online office. But don't worry about it. When you're ready to do your own challenge group, Annette and I will help you and show you.
Right. There's so much thing that I don't know, and there's so much. It's there's so much thing that I need to.
Don't worry. Believe me, you will
learn this.
Ask Annette. When she started, she was like afraid of technology.
I
Now,
know. I was like, I'm so bad with computer too. I was telling Annette, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
no, she's doing amazing now. So it just takes time, just using,
Right.
practicing it, figuring out. You really can't mess it up too badly. So
Okay.
it'll be fine.
All right. Thanks.
And then, you know, I go on here on the computer and I can check and I can see everybody.
Right.
Try to also within the day, you don't have to comment on everybody's, but you know, if you see something like this one, you know, like this was her last purchase with that box of tampons. So I just commented like, I feel like I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I made my husband buy a box. He was probably not happy about that.
Yeah, I did like some of the, I do go and like the post and comment on some. Yeah. Because we all need support. That's cool.
Yeah, so it just helps, you know, it makes you feel good when someone comments on yours. So
Definitely.
try at least, you know, maybe, you know, 3 to 5 a day. It doesn't have to.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, and just comment. It could be a really quick thing. You like it. Just so we can get to know each other. And it's always nice to see likes and comments.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
So that's pretty much all I have for the health bet. It's going really good. I love the energy. Everyone's getting it done early, which I'm not surprised. Annette's people and y'all like to get up early. I mean, I get up early, but not nearly as early as this one. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm usually like 3:40 something, a little crazy, but.
No, thank you.
That's my time though. It's just like nobody's awake. It's like it's downstairs. It's my time.
I need to get back up and doing. I would wake up at like 6 o'clock. That was early for me. But
oh, okay.
Nobody like my husband. He won't wake up till if he has a choice. He won't wake up till like 10:30.
Oh wow.
So
now if I don't wake up early, even on Sunday when I can't try because I give myself a rest day, then that's my cat that comes and wake me up. So I'm like.
That's like my son. I couldn't wake up at 3:30 because my youngest one is in my bed in the morning. Like, oh, I want to sleep. So yeah, 6 is early for me, but you know.
Right.
One day I'm sure I'll get up early. I will.
Yeah, we all have our time, you know. It doesn't matter.
So the next one is I wanted to go over some top 10 mistakes that brand new coaches make, and this is actually from. I don't remember the coach's name. I'm sure I'll remember it in a second. Maybe Annette will remember when you see her. I don't remember. Some blonde. Fit Dynasty Team Real Sweet Life. But I liked it. I thought it worked. So I'm going to share. I liked it. I wasn't going to recreate it. So I don't know. Her name is Lindsay West. No clue. But first one is that social media becomes like a beach body billboard with stock photos. And that's one thing we always say is a no-no, is that we do not use. We don't want to have majority of our timeline being Beachbody provided photos. So we don't want ones that Beachbody created that has the Beachbody logo on it. We want to have more of ours that we've created that, you know, it's just more authentic. It's the less corporate it looks, the better, because, you know, trying to say that, you know, we are our own boss. And so I clearly do not have, you know, like a corporate background or graphic design background by any means.
Yeah.
I'm using my little apps on my phone, doing the best that I can. So the idea is if I'm going on your timeline and I'm just going to quickly swipe through, I should get a good idea of who you are, what you love, and what your life is like.
Okay.
I
posted a video this morning.
Yes.
So I don't know if you can. Yeah, you are on the group, right? On the Fit Dolls.
I am. Yes.
Yeah. So I just did that, and you know we just started, but.
Yes. No, it's perfect. Okay. I want it to be more about you, your lifestyle, how coaching fits into your everyday. And that you just so happen to use Beachbody programs and psychology. You know, those are just the choices that you make in addition to eating clean and all those things. So if you do see, and I've told Annette this too before, like if you see a picture that you like from someone else, a different coach, don't share their post.
No,
Because
right.
then you're giving them the track to go back. Like then you're sending people back to them. If you like their picture, you know, and it's not super personal, you know, maybe like something like this 3-day refresh that's showing for men and women how that works. Just send them a message, say, hey, I love that picture. Do you mind if I use it?
Right.
Usually they won't mind, you know. We've had a lot of times, especially my coach Kim, where people have used her photos to promote other products.
Right.
Like there was a 3-day refresh picture that she used, and a girl from It Works, those wraps, actually used it, saying that the results that she got was from the wrap.
Oh, okay.
So that was like a huge deal. Kim had to get a lawyer and this and that involved. So when you can remember, if you have something like that, like especially a before and after picture, people are going to want to use that. So make sure you put either like your name, your email address, something, not like across to like block the view, but something where like, you know, they can't just copy paste it and use it as their own.
Okay.
They're going to get some kind of credit for that. That was like really, really big. There is an app that you can use that will put a watermark onto your
on the, okay.
and I'll share that in the team page so that you guys can download that one. But I'm trying to see. I'm sure I have photos that I could show you. I don't always use my. I don't always use this Mac, so I forget like how to use it sometimes. Let me stop sharing this one and let me go onto my desktop and find some photos that you can see how I do it. Oh, I know how I do it. I know how I can do it easier. I use Canva all the time on my phone or the computer to make most of my images. So, like, that one's like super close. When I can, so like, say this one. Right, so like this is Kim Shaw, and I made sure that, you know, she was okay with using it, but she still has her email address on the bottom. See how that, so that will, if people are interested, if they connect with her, they can still go to her. I'm not taking that away.
Right.
Make sure to add, mine is bigger. So I always want to either add my Facebook address or my email on any of my pictures. Sometimes I do. I will put it straight across here, and I'll do it light so it doesn't really mess up the picture. But I want to have my info on that picture. Sometimes they forget, you know, what they're looking at. So you want them to remind them, oh, I could email her if I have a question.
Right. And what app do you use for that?
So this one is called Canva.
Canva?
So you can go on the computer and use this, and they just created an app on the phone.
Okay.
I'm still more comfortable doing it on the computer.
Okay.
I don't know.
Canva.
Yeah, I do enough on my phone that sometimes I just need a break off of that thing.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? I mean, there's like here's this one, you know, like a challenge group, even a picture to invite someone to a challenge group. This one I put everything. Put Facebook, put Instagram.
Yeah, but it's good.
You know, so
I don't do that, and I probably should too.
Yes. You don't have to do all of them, but like pick one, you know, one time make a picture, an image with your Instagram, or one time with your Facebook, you know, like you don't have to always do all three. Sometimes you can't fit all three on here. But yeah, you definitely want to have your contact info in there. You know, like even this one is just, this one was just a cover page, and I still put assessment. You know, it's sort of like the kind of thing, you know, why like strip clubs have like neon lights, and this, they used to say like, you know, girls, girls, girls like 3 times, but then you remember it. That's sort of the idea. Is like, of course, they see your Facebook name on the top, then they're reading your post, and at the end you usually have like your email or something. Then in the picture you also have your email, so it's 3 times they're seeing your username.
Yeah, they can definitely see.
You know, so they can't forget it now because you've given it to them multiple times. If you just do it one time, okay. Trying to see anything else I did. I don't think so. No. Like this one. Like I made it really hard that you couldn't just like save this picture and then crop it, because if you crop it, then you're cropping part of the picture off. So I was being strategic in that, because this was a big deal with this new flavor coming out. I was like, oh, I don't want people to just copy paste it. If they want to create it, they want to put this text here, they need to go and take the time and do it themselves.
Right.
You don't believe how lazy some people are. They literally will just take that picture off your page and use it.
I'm not surprised.
So that's just where you have to, you know, be protect yourself.
Cautious, yeah.
Like that. Where am I at? I hate this. How do I move this one? Oh, I can move it. Good. So that's the first one, was just not using Billboard Beachbody created photos. So this is like all Beachbody created photos.
Right.
All of these ones that you'll see. You don't want to use those ones.
Okay.
The second is leading with your own agenda instead of listening to people's goals. I need to turn this TV down. And helping them to find a solution. Actually, pause this thing. So that's meaning that, like, you know, if you find people aren't too motivated, you know, to your Success Club goals, then they need to be inspired by your excitement and your journey. So they're motivated by their own goals and how their lives are happier once they reach the goals. So as a coach, it's your job to ask questions, be a good listener, focus on how you can help. Using that feel, felt, found steps. So when you're listening to people, you know, you tell them, you know, I know what you're feeling, I know what you're going through, and you talk about how it feels, and then you found or felt, and I felt. So you tell you talk about how they feel, then you talk about how you felt going through that same stage in the process they're in, and then what you found, like how you were able to get through that step in the journey. And that just takes it where, you know, you actually are listening, you care. It's not, they're not just a number, they're not just a dollar sign.
Right.
And that's really what is the main focus, is that we want to help. And it's a bonus that we get that paycheck, and that we, you know, that we get the rank and all those things. Those are just incentives and bonus and rewards that we get. Really, the reason why we want to be a coach is just to share the message and to help people. Exactly. Right. So then, just like if you want to change your bank account, you have to change people's lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
The third is, don't post on social media in fear of what friends or family might think or say. So I clearly don't have that problem now. I used to. I used to be very reserved in what I would say, and had this wall, and my coach would always, you know, be like, it just seems like, you know, she could tell. It seemed like I was fighting it. I was trying to share, but then, ooh, I'd take a step back, and then I was sharing, like, oh no, I shouldn't do that. So you're not going to be able to to attract everyone. You're not going to be able to connect with everyone. And that's not your goal, because then you're never going to be authentically you. You're just going to be a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, like I can't attract people who have been, you know, over 200 pounds because I've never been there. So of course, my message and the way that I'm talking is not going to connect. But I can, you know, speak to the people who have, who've had, you know, eating disorders, who are stay-at-home moms, who used to be teachers, whose kids, you know, have special needs. You know, that's my connection. That's my niche. And I don't feel I need to worry about my opinion on those areas, because those are my opinions. And if you don't like it, then guess what? You can click unfollow. You do not have to follow me.
That's
you don't have to be my friend on Facebook, and you don't have to follow me. It's social media. You know, like I don't see the people in my face, so it doesn't really matter. The people, and it's like that Dr. Seuss, you know, quote where, you know, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter.
That's true.
So if you mind what I'm saying and it hurts or whatever, then you don't need to hear my message, and you don't need to be a part of my life or my journey.
Right.
And so that's just where I put that in. Your social media is sort of like your storefront of your business. If you're not posting consistently, it's like putting a closed sign. So I'm pretty sure there were quite a few coaches who, you know, yesterday it was a holiday and they were almost non-existent on social media. You know, they didn't share, maybe they didn't work out. Maybe they didn't even drink their Shakeology. They didn't even, you know, show up to share what they were doing for the holiday for us, you know. And again, so that's like you put a closed sign, like you are not open for business. And, you know, we have go ahead.
Yeah, but it's a lifestyle. So, you know, it's just, if you really want to be into it, you should be doing it. It doesn't matter when.
Exactly.
You know, it's something that either you rather love doing it, or it's a burden and you're not meant for it then, because
exactly.
It's just something that
like
it's like, you know, you wake up and that's what you're doing. It's just
exactly like when I do
what it is.
Shakeology is just a part of my routine. It's just like washing your face and brushing your teeth.
Right.
My Shakeology, and I get my workout done. And if they don't like it, and if they're not there, then that's a sign.
Then they're not there. Yeah, that's just doing it for like a month, and then after that, that's it. So it's not worth it.
Exactly. So we are our own storefront, and so we need to be open, not 24/7, but we need to be open 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, but then there's life too, you know, so it has to be realistic. If you know that you've got an event going and you're not going to be able to be as active on social media, then don't be afraid to say that.
I usually post it, and even today, just before I went into that call with you, I just posted a post in my site saying that, you know, I if my response throughout the days are not as fast as I would like, I'm sorry. It's just because I'm at work, but I'll respond to you. I promise I'll respond to you as soon as I can. And, you know, I just want them to know that, because when, like yesterday, I was on social media much more because I was off.
Yes.
And today I'm working. So it's just like, you know, when I'm coming back from work, I'll just, even this afternoon, I was talking to Annette when I was at work. I told her I went to the bathroom to listen to the video once. I'm like, oops, I gotta go back now. But you know, that's,
yes.
You have to be, I mean, you have to be there when, you know, even when you're off.
Exactly. Are you having fun out there? What? Who's crying? Octavian is crying? Let's go. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Well, wants to go.
Number 4. So newbie coaches expect their upline coach to give them permission to start. They're afraid to fail forward. They expect success should fall into their lap without putting forth effort. So, Annette, you can talk a little bit about that one, about giving permission to start, and that they expect success to fall into their lap. Hold on.
Oh, well, it doesn't work that way. You got to work for your success. The first year, I struggled really hard with learning the technology and learning how to make a sale, but be personal. You know, you're not ever going to want to try and force a sale. I don't like to push anything. All I can push is my knowledge
Right.
and how I coach. So I think I'm really genuine in the way that I post, and I never want to be anybody that I'm not. And when I struggle, I post my struggles
Right.
with, and you know me, you
Right.
know,
Yeah. And I think that's why people love you, because you're so true. If you fake, you're gonna. I mean, you're not gonna be. I mean, you can't be someone that's fake. You're not gonna be able to keep it. You know, you're not gonna be able to. People are gonna read right through you.
yes.
I mean, you know me too. As when I was with Gina, I just like I post my crazy sweaty video, and it's just like, well, you know, if you don't like to watch it, I'm not asking you to watch it. You know, it's just like it's there because, you know, at that time I just felt like doing a video. You know, just, and I know that some people like it. That's all.
Yeah. And you know that me and you had a huge following on Gina's group. So
Right.
now I know that you're going to be successful because people naturally follow you because you're genuine and you're real. You
Yeah,
know?
I think my biggest struggle is all that computer things, and I like I said, it's just like I think that my hardest time is that I love to share and I love to help, but I just like it's hard for me to and like you say, you don't want to push program on people,
Right.
and that's when I think I might struggle, because I mean I don't want to tell them, but they see what I'm doing, so hopefully that grabs onto it like that.
So you need to say, would you like to join me in what I'm doing? Because I can help you.
Right.
That's how you get them to start the conversation about Beachbody. You
Yeah.
know, I've had great results. I got to meet Shanti.
Right,
You know,
right.
pictures, Sandra, because you have met Shanti and women love Shanti.
I know. He's good in the eyes.
Right. So you need to every now and then, probably once or twice a week, throw in something from your older Beachbody days.
Right.
It's okay. You
Right.
can, you know, nobody has to know it was a long time ago. And if
Yeah,
they
that's
do
true.
know, it's okay because they know that you're back doing Beachbody.
Yeah. Now, when you post on your Facebook, on your page, and on your few too, like that. There's I mean, the few is open to everybody.
Yeah,
The group is more,
I post on my personal page, I post on my fitness page,
right.
and I post in our group challenge page.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been posting on the Fit Doll, and then I'm posting on my personal page too, like that everybody sees it.
Yeah.
And I've been inviting a lot of other teachers from school, and I just saw one of them just before we talked that just went and posted on Fit Doll. So that was my first reply to her. I was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You're doing it, and you're coming to a group. It's awesome. So I think it just takes time too. You know, you just can't push people. They'll come whenever they feel they're
and
coming.
they have to learn to trust you. So the more you stay consistent and show up every day, they're going to say, she's not going away.
Yeah, I'm there to stay.
Right.
But you know what? Like one time I remember you mentioned that some people, you went to the school and some people kind of like you were intimidated by you. And that's sometimes what I feel too, because sometimes they look at you and they say, oh, this one's doing fitness. She probably works out all day long, which is not true.
Right.
I'm not. It's just like they need to understand that, you know, it's a lifestyle. It's not, I'm not working out like 2 hours a day. I just do that in the morning, and then yes, I'm consistent on the nutrition too, because that's the big part of it too.
Yes.
And that's why sometimes when they look at you, they're just, oh, well, you know, she's just working out like crazy. And it's not true. They need to really understand that you really don't need that much.
Okay, so Sandra, your next big post is going to be about how long you work out, and you don't work out for hours a day.
Right.
That's a good post for you,
Yeah,
because
that's true.
that way and think you're doing it, you need to inform them that we have 30-minute workouts and that's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
First, and then they're going to say, what? She only works out 30 minutes a day? What?
Yeah.
And then they'll start asking you questions.
Right. Because we all have 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's how you're going to, now that's a way to open up to all them teachers that are intimidated by you.
Right.
So that's your next post.
Right.
Okay.
Now they also, I did have some people asking if I could do like a program at school, but sometimes, I did ask a few months ago, and it's just like that kind of, they want to do it, but they're kind of scared of it because of the liability. If you're doing that in the gym at the school, sometimes it's just like, so there would be like forms to fill out, and
you can do it. You would just call it like a fit club, and there's actual Beachbody has forms they can fill out.
Oh, they do. Okay.
That kind of fit club, so it completely takes the liability off of wherever
the school
and off of you, and it's exactly the same. The warning that we have at the beginning of every single workout.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And they're signing that. Is what they're doing. So if you want to do something like that at your school, just let me know, and I can send you the link on the files that you have, and they work. So, and it would just be a fit club. So you would put in the DVD, and you guys everyone would just work out together.
Yeah. So you project that on the screen in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll have to talk to the principal and see what she says.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I know right now it's really not the time because it's just that brand new, the school just reopened. It's really busy. And she's pregnant, so she's gonna be leaving in January. So she's got a lot on her plate right now. But that would be definitely something that that would be good to do. Especially one of the short workout to show them, that you can do it with 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Or 22 minutes, hardcore.
Exactly. So you've got 6 left. So number 5 is wasting a lot of time scrolling the news feed and being unproductive. So it doesn't matter. We all get stuck on that, when we're supposed to be doing our power hour, or we're supposed to be messaging people, and we're looking, I'm going to look on their profile. And we start looking, or then a notification comes, and then you start going to that. And you realize, that 5-10 minutes that you're supposed to be spending on messaging people just turn into 30 minutes of scrolling and watching stupid viral videos.
Yeah.
So staying focused and really being mindful of the clock. So if you do get stuck on that whole scrolling, then maybe when you're doing your power hour, you just need to have like a timer kind of thing to remind you, like, oh, okay, 10 minutes is up, did I get my stuff done? I didn't get my stuff done, so I really need to now get back on track.
Right.
Number 6 is overthinking and not implementing, because thinking it has to be perfect, right? Annette knows this one. So say, you watch the trainings, or you come here weekly on the team calls and you hear all these things, or like Annette and I, we went to Summit and we just heard so many awesome information from these top coaches, or write it all in our notes and stuff. I'm like, I'm going to change this, and I'm going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And then you get home and you're just like,
it's overwhelming.
I don't even know where to start, or if I do it, then I know it's not going to be as good as so-and-so, or as good as that coach, or whatever. And honestly, it doesn't matter. It's just
do you.
And just doing it. And if you mess up, it's okay, because guess what? That video is going to get bogged down, or that post is going to get bogged down by you just posting every day anyways.
Right.
So if somebody notices your spelling error, then just say thank you. If they keep pointing out your spelling error, then you can actually say, like, what the hell? Can you just leave me alone?
Right.
As long as I'm not, writing a completely wrong word. If I missed an apostrophe or whatever, this and that, I flip-flop my E and my R, my E and my I, You know,
I
like,
think it's just being it's being more you too. I mean,
yes,
you just doing mistake. Well, there you go. You know,
exactly. I
just
think it's more natural because if you have no mistakes, then again, there's that coming off as you're perfect.
right, and it feels more like it's a textbook thing, and it's not something that you're doing yourself
all the time or something. You're not thinking, writing anything original.
Right.
So yeah, don't overthink it. Just if you have the idea or that moment comes up, just get it out there. Just do it. You know.
Okay.
Well, maybe not just do it. Depends on the topic. Because earlier this morning, apparently one of the coaches, she just went into that and she should have stopped.
Okay.
So if it's motivating and it's like positive, then do it.
Then do it. Yeah.
If you need to go on a vent and on a rant, maybe not. Maybe write it down and then think about, is it offending the masses? Like, is it offending your people, your lifers? Then obviously don't.
Yeah.
But usually.
I mean, I just love posting and I love motivating people. I think the only thing is just all those, like you said, when you're coming back from the summit, all these informations are brand new and I would like to be able to get them, but it's just like, there's so many. And when you're looking at them, it's just like, it's overwhelming because it's just like, you find one and then you're looking at another one. It's just like, oh, wait a minute, so many.
So I think it's like that. Just write it down and then just every day, just a little bit, just tackle a little bit or a topic every day, you know, so then, it's not like, I had to do all of this today because I thought of it or I saw it. No, just write it down, have a list, whatever you need. If you need to have I have like a stack here and it's like,
wow. Oh my gosh.
Ideas, you know.
Yeah.
I got ideas. I got a lot of them, but I'm not taking action on all of them today or else I would get nothing done. Or I would just overload you guys if I did that, you know. So we don't want to do that. Just do what you can. Bite off as much as you can. And if you're overwhelmed or stressed, then that's where, you know, you have a team. You have ladies who you can reach out to. Or, you know, maybe you see like Pamela, she does like an amazing job at her collages and her pictures and stuff like that. So if you want to know, like, how do you do that or how long does it take, you know, then don't feel free, you know, ask, you know, ask our teammates, you know, we all have different strengths. And the whole point is that we're supposed to be able to share with each other, make it easier so that we don't make the same mistakes or we don't waste time trying to figure out something, you know, like Annette, you know, will ask me, hey, can you do a video to show how to use the My Challenge Tracker app? Yes. Why did she ask me? Because I know she's not technologically savvy. So I don't want her to waste time trying to figure it out.
Right.
I can do it faster.
Right.
You know, it's not that she doesn't know how to use it. It's that she doesn't know how to record it. So I will record it.
Okay.
You know, things like that. Or if it's finding a price, you know, if somebody has access to the computer right now, you know, because you're working, you can't go on the computer, then ask somebody. Somebody can work, you know, somebody can be like that, you know.
Right.
It's only when you start seeing someone as like a user. They're not seeking the information on their own. They're constantly asking, needing that information handed to them. Then that's where we have to have a little tough love and, you know, wash our hands of them and be like, you need to figure it out yourself. I need to be the last person you ask. But I haven't really seen that, except for a few people, but they're not really working coaches right now. So it's okay.
And so if you ask Pamela, Pamela's always willing to help.
Oh, I know. She's very sweet.
Yeah. So, and
I do love her collage. I need to find that.
She, so if you just ask her, she'll help you because she's just loving and caring that way.
Okay.
I have her helping Margot every once in a while, and she always says, yeah, I'll jump on right now and help her out because she's better with technology than I am. So she explain it easier than me, and I get frustrated. I get all nervous.
Yeah, me too.
You're not
talk about
like you're gonna crash the internet or something. It's okay.
Right?
You'll be fine. Don't worry. Number 7 is that you lead with facts instead of passion and story. So I see this a lot too, where we're talking, they'll share like those Beachbody created, Shakeology images, talking about this and this percentage of people, said that they didn't have problems with digestion, after 10 days of Shakeology, let's not do that. Talk more about yourself. How was your digestion after you first started your 10 days, it's more about sharing your story, and then you could always, add the facts after that to sort of back up what your experience was. Because that's really what people are following you for, is they want to know exactly what happened to you. So they want to know, like, did your first week of Shakeology, did you have a lot of gas? Were you constipated? Did you have a hard time going to the bathroom? Like, topics that we don't normally talk about, but we need to share that because we need to let everybody know that it's normal when you're changing your diet to have some digestion issues.
It would be for anything that you change, that's just the way the body works.
Exactly. But people automatically think that, oh my gosh, I have a lot of gas. That must be Shakeology's fault, so I'm going to stop drinking it. No, it's not. It's all of the past food choices you've done.
The bad thing that's coming out.
Exactly. We're trying to purge all of it. That's why you're having these issues.
Right.
So go ahead.
Megan, one of our team members, had diarrhea for like a week, first week.
Out.
And I told her, it's okay. And I told Margot, tell her it's okay. Some people get gas. It's better than having gas.
Yeah.
But now it's gone because you just flushed all that nastiness.
Right. Sometimes too, just the amount of like vitamins that's in Shakeology and the super greens and everything right there. People they don't realize how bad their diet or what they're lacking so drastic in certain areas that when they start doing that, it's like, it's a shock to their system.
Yeah, right. It's a shock to the body, yeah.
So, but those are things we have to talk about. So number 8 is waiting to share their journey because they want the perfect body. And I'm sort of looking at Annette, she can't tell, but I'm looking at her because I bet you she still hasn't posted her damn transformation pictures to Beachbody Challenge that she could ultimately win, like $100,000 at the end. She saw the summit. She saw all those people who won $500 for winning the month, people who win a quarter, and then you get a chance to be able to win for the year. Who had the best transformation? I don't know. She still hasn't posted the damn thing or shared it.
She needs to post.
It's driving me crazy. I've been telling her to do this since
do it, Annette. Do it.
It's day, like, I don't even know, like 500 something that she's been a coach, and she still hasn't posted the stinking thing. Just like every program you finish, you post the damn thing so you can get a free t-shirt. You haven't done any of them. Not one. Even hardcore.
I've never.
I will admit, 22-minute hardcore I haven't done. I haven't gotten the medal. I just because I can't find my after pictures of 22-minute hardcore. Maybe I'll just pick one.
I have all my pictures too. I don't know why I don't do it. I don't. I really don't. I have no excuse.
That F word. That's why. Fear.
Yeah, maybe.
Quiet and shaking, scratching her head. So that's it. Huh? So you don't need to have that perfect body, even if you don't have a transformation. You know what I mean? Even if you were already, fit, and so there's not that drastic transformation, like, that outward, physical look. There's still a transformation, whether it's, budget, whether it's, whether you're more depressed or closed off, and now you're more open and trying to become an extrovert. Everyone has a version of a transformation. It doesn't mean. I think when we get in this business, we think transformation means this, physical, what we look like in the mirror, like a scale, 50, 30, 20 pounds, 100 pounds. that doesn't need to be your transformation. Your journey is whatever, needs to be for you, whether it's maybe getting out of a bad marriage, getting out of debt, finding your identity. For me, yes, I lost 50 pounds, but the real reason for my journey was finding my identity. I went from pretty much like being the breadwinner and owning my own house and having my career at 22 when my boyfriend, a husband now, but at the time, he just opened his business and I was having to front everything to keep the house going and keep his business going. Then fast forward to I'm pregnant with the oldest one, who's naked, and thinking, okay, I've got to short sell my house because I'm upside down, like ridiculous in that house, never going to make my money back. And now I'm going to go part-time and I'm going to have a kid. And we're just barely, my husband was about to be even with me, barely even as far as income. Then 9 months later, I get pregnant again.
Oh.
I'm like, my ass is not going back to work with 2 kids under 2.
Yeah, right.
So we need to figure this out. I went from breadwinner to then losing my house, being a mom, and then getting pregnant again, and then no job in like a span of, total it took like 6 years, but going from breadwinner to no job was less than a year and a half.
Right.
And then I'm home alone all day with these 2 kids, and he's like, and his business then went, and he got to travel, this and that. He's getting to go to Thailand. He's getting to go to Amsterdam and all these places. And guess where my happy ass has been?
Here.
Have I been to Thailand? Nope. Did I get to go to Amsterdam and Ireland and Scotland? Nope. You know where I got to go that was not on the mainland? Hawaii. That was the first place I got to go in 5 years. That was not on the mainland. Sad. He's got his passport, all these fun stamps.
That's nice.
So that was me, my transformation, trying to figure out who the heck am I? I am now like the stay-at-home mom, and I'm like miserable because that's not what I thought I was going to be. That's not what I signed up for.
Right.
But thank God I eventually did find Beachbody, and I was able to sort of come into my own, and then as a byproduct, 50 pounds lost, and then I gained 30, so now I got to lose that again.
Right.
That's fun. Annette, I want you to talk about this one. This is no longer the 3 vital behaviors, it's the 4 vital behaviors. Do you remember what they are? Go, Tiger it.
Personal development. Either you can do personal development on your business, on your personal life, but everybody needs to do a form of personal development every day. I set probably about a half hour to an hour. Like if I'm on the bus, I listen to personal development. Most of the time I listen to, which is really weird, but I'm in love with, Eric Thomas, because he just motivates you. He motivates me to be a better human and to be better at my business, or, even his is just a general idea of being just a better human being. So, or Eric Thomas, here, let me grab the book. I have his book right here. But I do a podcast. So that's him. And then, or I'll do, my big one now is doing, I do ebooks because I'm not a good reader. So I do, I listen to daily affirmations by the girl that did the Mirror Works. Her name is Louise Hay. Louise Hay. And I just listen before I go to bed, or when I'm just waking up doing my shake or something, I just pop it in. Yeah. Some of them are 10 minutes, while you're putting your makeup on or something. That's Eric Thomas.
Oh, okay.
want to know what it's like.
I didn't know he had a video going on. Hold on. Sorry.
He went from living in abandoned houses to now he has a doctorate. He's a motivational speaker. So anything that's going to just keep you motivated and keep you going and keep you feeling really good, because if you feel good, you could portray,
Right.
you know, and who knows, you might learn something in the process. So it's always start out with some kind of personal development during your day. I like to do it in the morning so I can just stay in a positive mood all day long. But it doesn't have to be 2 hours. It could be minutes, 5 minutes, as long as you're getting something. But I do audiobooks because I could move, I could ride the bus, I could drive, you know, and just have one ear in or 2 ears, and I just get it in that way. But for me, that's probably the number one thing that has made that Beachbody has gave to me was the knowledge of personal development.
I don't know if you can hear me, but
You're breaking up. Did you hear her, Annette?
No, I didn't hear her either.
Can't hear her. That's weird.
She's frozen, I think.
Oh, she is now, huh? Bummer.
Yeah.
Did you hear, though, in the surge how Carl switched the order of the 4 vital behaviors?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it was being product of the product, then inviting.
Oh, shit. Okay, I got it now. Okay, sorry.
Right?
Go ahead.
So product of the product. So getting our workout done, getting, you know, doing our shake every day. So it's like we had said earlier, you know, it's just, consider it a habit. It's just like brushing our own teeth. It's not an obligation. It's not something like, oh, I have to do it because Annette wants me to do it, you know.
Shouldn't.
Yeah. So that's number one now. We've changed the order, is being product of the product. Then it's inviting, because you're already showing up, you're already doing everything. So you're just sharing and you're inviting people like to join me, do what I'm doing, you know, like come. And sometimes I'll do it where it's like, join me, you know, like support. I'm like asking them, help support me, help motivate me by joining my group, you know, so that it's not so much like I need you, you know.
Right.
It's more like I need you to help me. It's not that I need you as far as to make money or any of that kind of stuff. And then it's personal development. Then it is recognizing, so recognition. So whether it's, you know, somebody, it could be a challenger, you know, who had their first full week of drinking Shakeology, and they did it every single day with no, you know, with no hiccups. Or you have a coach, you know, sold their very first challenge pack, or signed their very first customer, or, you know, it doesn't have to be. Before, we used to recognize, and we would use recognition only as like rank advancements, when someone hit emerald, when someone hit diamond, you know, and or like these big, you know, transformations, when someone like lost 50 pounds, you know, or something like that. And we sort of forgot that, you know, along the way of those big ones, there are small milestones, and we need to recognize everyone for those as well. You know, it's just like, you know, a little, you know, you don't just praise them when they learn how to walk, you know, you recognize all the little stumbles and
all the little things, yeah.
You know, when they biff it too, you're like, yay, get back up and do it again.
You know, it's basically like working at school with the kids. You praise them. Yeah, I mean, you know, you just give them for even little things. You know, everybody likes to be recognized. You know, even for little things.
Yes. Right. Yes, and it means a lot too when it's, you know, your coach, someone that you know, it's above you, that recognizes it. But
definitely,
then just the same too when your peers recognize it too, when your peers are sharing in the excitement and your accomplishments as well. You know, like that was what we all did with another coach, a peer of mine, Kim Shaw, you know, when she got chosen to be in the test group for Country Heat. You know, some people were like, well, you know, she wasn't high enough, because usually you have to be 2-star diamond to be able to have access to be in a test group. Well, not two-star diamond. She's a diamond, and she does drop here or there, but she is a lifetime diamond. But you know, she was the voice to Beachbody about creating a plus size clothing line. We never had that. So you know, yeah, they did allow her, because even though she wasn't ranked, but they allowed her because they needed that demographic.
Right.
You know, and she was the perfect one for that. Right. You know, but even so, with that, she's had a lot of really great momentum. I think that's what she needed to get back in track. You know, was she felt that yes, she has a great following of plus. Her group is called Plus Size Maven. She has a great following of plus size women, but herself, she didn't have that mindset and that positivity and that confidence. And I think Country Heat, that's what sort of revitalized her. And
because she was recognized for what she did.
Exactly. And I think she refound her purpose and her passion of why she originally joined Beachbody years ago. Right. And she's doing it now. But what the sad part is, you know, I didn't get to see the video, was that and another fellow coach of mine somehow decided she needed to get on like her soapbox and just completely belittle Kim about the fact that of how long she'd been a coach and how she should be much higher ranked than she is now. And that was absolutely inappropriate. And you do not all need to put each other out. No matter how many years we've been doing this. I mean, you might rank your dance faster than me, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to put you down for it, just like you're not going to put me down for however long it takes. So that's where, you know, I think as far as like our recognition, we sort of have to, sometimes some people, they twist it, and that recognition, they turn it into a negative thing.
Right.
They're trying to recognize someone, but then they also want to at the same time squash them down, which we all have those bad seeds, and you can't avoid it. But you know, as long as you know you're not the one doing it, then that's just, and then really it all turns back into then clearly, you know, that person needs to do a little more personal development and needs to work on themselves. Yeah. If they're gonna, usually that's always an indicator. If you're deflecting and you're putting other people down, there's something you need to be working on yourself.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, being positive does a lot, and I mean that's big at the school too. We have those personal development. I mean, in service, and you know, just like being positive, just reflect on people, and the same goes to, you're not just gonna recognize someone that's just gonna have those, like you said, the drastic change going from losing so much weight, because another person that is fit and still doing the program may not have that much may not have that much people recognizing her, but she is working as hard as anybody else. It's not because she's not losing all those pounds, because she really didn't need to, but she's doing the work, and her efforts are equally the same.
Yes,
I think.
Absolutely, it is. It definitely is. But people, they do, and I think that's where, you know, you have to sort of shock people and remind them that transformation and recognition is not numbers based. It's not based on the scale. It's not based on like the size pants that you wear. It is so much more broad.
It could be just something mental sometimes, you know, just work out because it makes you feel good.
Exactly.
Like right now, I was just asking Annette too, because you know, on the challenge, it's writing the measurement and the weight and all the stuff. Yes. And so far, right now, I think for me, it's to get away from that scale, because I put too much too much weight on that number, and it drives you crazy. I mean, I know that sometimes I just like, okay, it's Sunday, I gotta get to the scale. I'm proud of myself because it's been like 2 weeks I haven't been in it. It's just, it's a different challenge, but it's a challenge also.
Yes.
So everybody has their different.
I rarely gauge myself on the scale, because I always weigh more than that number is never going to show you exactly.
It's true. That's true.
Last year when
but it's mental. It's just like you see it, and
Yes. So I just try not to. And, you know, as long I have like a pair of pants that I know, like when
Me too.
I post it,
I have that pink pants. So, you know, yeah.
then I can eat those French fries and not feel
There
guilty.
we go. And you get to treat yourself too sometimes, you know. It's like,
Absolutely. The last one is just sometimes we get discouraged, we want to quit because either we keep, you know, inviting and talking to people and they say no, or they don't want to join us, you know, or they're not ready, or they don't have enough money. They have a lot of objections.
or they go on Amazon and buy everything that you explain to them. It's just like that kills me. And that's why I was just like, I helped so many people, and then after 2 weeks it's just like, oh yeah, and I bought that Beachbody things that you told me about, and yeah, it was on Amazon, or I downloaded from someone else,
Yeah.
and it's just like, and what do? You just say, oh cool, you know. I'm like, I can't say, oh, you should have not done that. It's
Right.
just,
It is frustrating, but that's where you can, when they've done that, that's where you can let them know, you know, you know, I know we all want to try and get a good deal. We all want to save money, you know, and I know you feel like you got a good deal, but just know, like, you can still be a part of my group,
right,
but you are going to miss out on this, and this,
right,
you know, or then that's where maybe you need to, when you do your posts, you can talk about that, you know, or go on a live video and be like, you know, frustrates me because because I love this program and I know and I want to say, and I want everyone to try to, you know, be as budget conscious as they can, but here I need to share with you guys why ordering from Amazon is not the best money saving option, because the program, you do not, if there's a problem, you can't return it.
right.
Problem with the disc, it could be 4 or 5 years from now. If there's a problem with the disc, you can't return it. But with Beachbody, you can.
Yeah, right.
You know, and then really, I always up that whole the digital access. That as soon as you order, you have digital access. With
I
Amazon,
know. I just love that. The on demand is amazing. It's just to be able to just have it anywhere you want. It doesn't.
Yeah. So
and to me, just going on Amazon and buying something like that, it's just like, to me, it just feel like if I would to do that, I would not get the results. Why? Because it feels like, you know, those people took so much time and money for them to be able to put those programs, and you're just like, it's like buying a song. It's just like, you know, you're stealing them. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's where I've done posts like that where I've talked to people and they were interested and they didn't order, and then they come and they tell me, oh, I'm ready to be in your group. I got it from Amazon. And I'm like, I need to walk away for a second because my initial response is not going.
I know.
Let me come back. And then okay. And I'm like, and I'll be like, you know, I'm really sad to hear that you ordered it from Amazon, you know, because normally you would not get me as a coach since you ordered from Amazon. You don't get the money back guarantee because you ordered from Amazon. But because I've been chatting with you and blah, 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 I still want you to have that support. So I still want you to be here for me. And I still want to be there for you. And so I will add them. But I let them know, give them a little guilt trip, but not a huge one. And then they will see the difference because they just got the program, right? They didn't order the Shakeology too. So they're going to see in our group the people, and they're posting like on our health bet, you know, sharing our Shakeology, talking about how good we feel, you know, and like for me, usually every day, Shakeology is the first thing that I eat, but I don't actually, okay, it's drinking. I'm not eating anything actually. I'm drinking it, but I don't actually eat anything until like, today it was like 12:45.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm on my third meal at that time.
I know. I don't have my first meal till like you guys are eating like midday snack. You know, you already had your lunch.
Right.
So that's my breakfast, and I'm eating that. And then I eat like 2 hours later is like my lunch, and then another 2 hours later is my dinner. So I'm really eating everything in a 6-hour window.
Right.
It's just how I do it. I happened to start doing intermittent fasting last year, And then it just made it so much easier because my morning is just so crazy. And it's just go, 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 kids, husband, shakes, getting everybody ready, trying to fit my workout in. And then they're in school and I'm like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, right. Like you didn't think about it before.
And so then I sit and I eat.
Right.
And that's just, it works because when I tried to do it earlier, I would miss it.
Right.
Or it would be in the microwave and I'd probably heat it like 3 or 4 times. And
Right.
then like you can only reheat oatmeal so many times.
Yeah, no, that's not.
You just need to make a new
It's
batch.
a little sticky after that.
So that's where I figured out my time, how it works for me. And I like to eat a lot. That's just in my mind. If I eat like little bits, then I feel like I'm on a diet and that I'm
Right.
like, I want food. So if I just
Yeah,
give
right.
myself a big portion, I don't
And
realize.
then you're good. Right.
Yeah. So that's just how it works for me. But everybody can do it differently. But that's another part where I do share how I eat, what I do, my time frame. So some people think that I eat all day long, like every 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, I don't got time for that. I eat in 6 hours, everything, you know.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know what Annette does now, but I mean, before, you're eating how many egg whites?
About 64 a week. I still do though. I hate meat now.
Oh,
So
you do?
yeah, I'm tired of meat. I can't eat no more turkey, chicken. I can't eat a steak
On her.
well, so I still eat probably 3 of my reds are eggs with veggies. Yeah, I still do that. I still do it, Kristen.
I can't do that many egg whites. I mean, I love tofu, and then I love doing like garbanzo beans.
Chicken. Chicken, turkey.
I sort of moved towards vegetarian, but then I still like eating fish, though. I don't get tired.
Yeah.
of
I do like that.
shrimp. I'm totally fine with doing, but yeah, I don't do red meat. I care less about chicken.
I don't like red meat either.
If I eat chicken, it's usually I'm dousing it with sriracha just because I don't want to taste it. I
don't mind the chicken. Chicken,
I
turkey, I'm not bad.
Turkey is okay, but it's usually just ground turkey. What else? Yeah, that's about it. But I don't really like eggs anymore because I used to do like competition, like countdown to competition kind of stuff, and I got sick and tired of hard-boiled egg whites.
Yeah.
And egg white omelets and all that stuff, and they're just like, I don't know, I felt sick to my stomach, so I just don't do it. But yeah, I don't know how Annette does that. That's just too many egg whites.
Well, Sandra does it too, huh, Sandra?
I do a lot of egg white. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because we all come from Gina's group.
Yeah.
We're used to it, I guess.
I do put a little powder on it and make pancakes, and you know.
Yeah, I have the same powder that you guys do, so I will use the egg whites then when I'm making the.
Yeah, you can make some good pancake and waffles, and they're good. I love them.
I can't just do like egg white.
Right. Yeah, no, that's not like eating. Yeah.
Annette. I can't do that. So, but that's just me, and I'm just odd. So I would rather.
We're all different. I mean.
I would rather just go that.
It works for you.
Yeah. But I can't eat tofu. Oh, gross.
I don't eat it like the way. I don't eat it the way like Americans eat it.
Oh.
I don't care how you eat it. I don't like it.
Oh, it's so good the way I do it because I'll cut it up and then like I fry it.
I've had it that way. I don't like it.
Oh my God, it's so good. Because then I can just put it, like I can do that instead of like rice. So if I want to eat, if I want to do like turkey chili or something, then I just have like four slices of tofu is like one serving of protein, for our containers. So I just have that on the bottom, and then I can put my turkey chili on top. So I don't ever miss rice anymore because I'm getting that same like sort of kind of texture and absorption or whatever. So, because that's my problem is rice. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I could eat like a ridiculous amount of rice. Like I eat like as much as my head.
Oh.
One person I love I love rice.
You love rice.
So yeah, that was the one thing I noticed. My portions, my rice. You know how little the carb, the carb little thing
Yeah,
is?
they
Yeah. So like that's how much I was probably eating in protein. And you know how big the protein one is? I was probably
yeah.
3 of those in carbs.
Oh, ooh. Oops.
I was so upside down in the way I was eating. But when I saw those and I was like,
Oops.
oh,
Yeah, that might be why.
okay. And so then I switched it up and I'm like, I feel a difference. I see it. I
Yeah,
clearly.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But yeah. Well, that was the things I just wanted to go over. I think you guys have like a great grasp of it. And Sandra, I have no doubts that you'll really do amazing. I mean, you've got.
I'm just like you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait to have all that computer stuff in my head and be more like you say, and be more. I just gotta kind of relax on it and just go as I am, just and like you say,
Unfiltered and raw. Just don't worry about it. People who connect with you, they will love exactly the way that you're speaking, what message you have, how you do your videos, when you mess up. Like people love it when my kids get in my videos. Right?
Yeah,
they love
it. That's because
what I'm saying. They just want to see what the kid is going to do.
I just loved it when he was like in front of the TV, jumping around. That makes the video. That's what makes you real.
Right. I mean, that's my real life. So
yeah. And it's just like, and if you just try to make it fake, they're not gonna follow.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. My kids don't just play nicely by themselves. Clearly, you saw them, like they're naked 90% of the time.
I just loved it though. That was so cute. It's like butt naked in front of the video of the TV.
Right, just having fun, doing whatever.
Hey, he's a kid.
But let him have fun for now, because there will be a time when that's not appropriate. It's not cute.
Yeah, no, well, but night's okay still. So.
But that's just where you just have to figure out who you're trying to talk to. You know, sometimes I've told Annette, where you create like that ideal customer, that like that perfect girlfriend, and so every time you are writing a post, every time you're sharing a video, you are directly talking to that person.
Right.
You're not trying to think about talking to a bunch of people. You're just talking to that one person, and think of you could think of some qualities that you want or that you look for in other people that you get along with.
Yeah.
So if it's people who are empathetic, they're compassionate, they have a passion for learning, they have a passion for being open to trying new things, whatever it is, you can even think about what are their favorite stores, very specific, like you're creating like a new person. And so every time you do a video, you're talking to that person, because she will get exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
So when I do my videos, I think of I'm talking to me when I was fat and weighed 300 pounds, because that's the people I know about. Mm-hmm. When I was 300 pounds, I could connect with that 300-pound person now. And I think that's why in the challenge group, my heavier women are doing better than my thinner women, because I connect.
They can relate to you.
Yes, and they could relate to me, because I always I was 300 pounds once. I know exactly what you're doing, and I even post little posts on their posts, like, I remember feeling like that. And then I'll go to their instant message page, and I'm like, when I was lost my first 50 pounds, I know exactly how you're feeling, so that's my demo, but that's who I want, because I felt hopeless at 300 pounds. So I know what they're feeling. So I try to target, that's my demographic. So
yeah. That's where like I've been changing, and I was thinking about that. My mom actually who mentioned it, was that she was like, even skinny people need to hear your message and could use this. I'm like, you're right. It's not just, moms that just have had kids, that's not just where I'm at now. Now I'm at that point where I've lost the baby weight. So people need to realize too that they think like, oh, but you're skinny and you're good. You don't need to lose any weight. I'm not doing it so I can like continue to lose a ton of weight. I'm doing it because I need to stay active.
Yeah.
I want to stay healthy. I don't want to die tomorrow. You know, like at any point, you know, if I were to keep going the route I was going as far as like, oh, I can just eat fast food and I can do this and do that, then I'm pretty sure I would have been, eventually I'd be on the road to, you know, like heart disease, you know what I mean? Pre-diabetic. And so those are areas I don't want to go to. So just because you look thin doesn't mean like
That
you have like a pass to work out.
Right.
No, it's not working. Working out does not mean it's just for losing weight. Working out.
It's a lifetime. It's something that you have to do.
Yeah, you have to work your heart muscle. That's a muscle. You need it to be active and to be strong. So that's my new venture of who I'm talking to. And that you don't need to be a size 2, but you're also, just because you're thin or you feel like you don't have, you don't need to lose weight, doesn't mean that these programs aren't going to be good for you, that they're not going to benefit you.
I have a new girl in my group that is just in recovery from anorexia, and she is skinny, but she has no muscle tone. She has no muscle anything.
Right.
They're struggling too.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's going to be like the exact same struggle of us trying to stay on a meal plan.
Right.
Not eating too much is her not eating too little.
Right.
Yes.
Eat that much.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why she bought the program for me, because she's been watching me, and she came to me and said, "Can you help me eat?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, these containers, you know." And then I showed her the bracelets, and I'm like, you'll know exactly what you're eating.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need it. So eventually, I want to do a post about her, but now is not the time because she just now started. So
a
month or two, when I see her start getting her glow back and she's feeling better about, you know, just she's eating actually, because she'll go eat and work with me and drink 2 coffees and not eat. I'm like, what are you doing? You're starving your body. No, but so that's my new venture.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay, I got to get off of here because I have to call a client, a future client.
I'm gonna have to go too. It's almost 10 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And I need to use the bathroom. I need to go bathroom, buddy. I'm twisting myself like, I really gotta go.
Well, thank you so much. I know, Brandon.
Sorry, I'm being real just right there.
Right? Absolutely. Have a great day. If you guys need anything, you know what to do. Hit up.
All right.
Here and
Well,
that.
thank you very much, both of you guys. I really do appreciate all your help and your patience, really, because I'm starting and it's like, whoa.
Sandra, I was just like you with Kristen when I started.
Oh my God.
Normal.
You know, and that's funny because when I texted you, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope she's not mad at me. It's like, I just like, oh,
No,
so many questions.
No.
No.
Never.
All right.
Because I want you to become a really good coach, so I'm always available for you. So
thank you very much. I mean, truly, I appreciate both very, very much. Thank you very much, guys.
You're very welcome. Have a great night. Go
You
to
too. Kisses to the little one in the back there.
Entirely not naked.
I know he put a pants on. All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.